Welcome back, folks. If you could already tell from some of my videos, for a recap, I'm a guy who plays Roblox. But lately, other than the controversies going on with Roblox, I've been reviewing disappointing Roblox games in media. Of course, there are many garbage clickbaity Roblox games made for the lowest target demographic. However, I felt that there's a huge sentiment going on that people think that Roblox is just a ditty party, nothing but a gamble game for kids. I mean, I'm not gonna put my head to the dirt. I know. In fact, everyone on the planet knows that. It's not like mind-blowing information. Everyone knows that. And it's no wonder why Roblox has such a negative reputation as a whole. However, I do felt that because of this negative reputation, I felt that so many people overshadowed some of the good games made by people with passion. So in today's video, I want to change that. And I would like to highlight a game that is telling me to talk about it, that being The Tunnel. Hi, Michael here. I interrupt this video for an important announcement. Have you subscribed and liked the channel yet? Because if you don't, there is going to be consequences of your actions. Good? Well then, enjoy the rest of the video then. So I know what you're wondering. Really? The game with an evil Thomas the Tank Engine in it? Why is that of all games? Why can't you pick Doors or short creepy stories? Don't get me wrong, Leonard. The Doors and short creepy stories are a good game on their own. However, I don't see many people talk about The Tunnel enough, and I feel like it deserves more credit what people give it to. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So this question did lead me to the game. What is the most important aspect of a video game? You can argue thousands of answers if it's the story or visuals. Both are valid of their own, but if you ask me, it's one part is the gameplay. After all, you are controlling the character. It's an input device. You're controlling the character's narrative. This is one good quality about the game. The gameplay is absolutely underrated. If you're really cherry picky, you can pick on the story aspect of this game, like why is Thomas evil? Why is his friend scrapped? Did he scrap them? Why does he have the red mist face? Why did he go places to place? The game's logic does not make sense, therefore it's bad. As questionable the story is, it didn't need it to. It didn't need a story. It didn't need a story. It didn't need to explain itself. And it's a trap that I've seen too many horror story games tend to fall into, especially if it's Roblox. Now, there's nothing wrong with a storytelling game. Of course not. It does give context to the game. It's a good thing, yes, but here's my issue with that. If you only rely on telling the story in a game setting, it's defeat the whole purpose of gameplay. I mean, might as well watch a movie then. My point is that this is a horror setting. Telling the story can really hinder the gameplay, and I've played too many Roblox story games where they are constantly explaining you to do what you can or can't do. It just makes you want to say, "Shut up, you're so annoying!" Not every game needs to have an overarching, complex story, and especially a place like Roblox. All I need is a good gameplay, and The Tunnel has all of that. I love how the game utilizes different areas on their own creative ways. Like when Thomas is going through the track in the tunnel while on the spiraling track, and you can even see him going spiraling over. The track take you to the underground, the scrapyard, whatever this place is, and the mines, all each having overarching obstacles in different circumstances. I really like that. It really challenges the player to adapt different situations. And just the attention to detail. One of the most underrated aspects is the back area. You know, the place where you start before the game actually starts. What I appreciate about the background is the attention to detail, like the stations and the platform names, even trains, though if you touch one you die, and all of them are all based on real life trains. And yes, as a train enthusiast, all of them are all based on real trains. That does in fact exist. And inside of the small station, the underground, there's a small little Santa Fe train who travels around. Even there's a bridge so it could get across, and even a little tunnel. That's just adorable. And also this. Yeah, I didn't even realize you can actually warp into a different place. But after I played the game 3 times. So what did we learn from this? Well, we learned that the game is very polished and engaging, but that's half of the point I'm making. Point is, when you're making a Roblox game or writing a story in general, particularly if you're a beginner of creating art, you don't have to make things complicated for yourself. You don't have to try too hard in order for the audience to like you. All you need is to focus on being simple. If there's one thing to take away from this video, if something is simple or have a really stupid premise, doesn't mean that they can't be good. Doesn't mean that they can't work. It can be great. Sure, Thomas the Tank Engine is an oddly a big meme culture from an outsider's perspective, especially around the 2010s, but let's not be sarcastic about it and at least appreciate the effort go in for the developers created this game. So in a way, it's like a mix of celebration of meme culture and a homage to railways. I would love to see more games doing something like this, where they take a premise so goofy and you can't take it seriously into something that's enjoyable and fun to play. And you can't say the same with many Roblox games that I felt tried way too hard and tried way to be greedy. Fortunately, this game does not have that. It has all the good qualities that from a game. So I hope you enjoyed this video. So thanks for watching, and that's everything I got to say.